Hello everyone, this is Acura, and hey, more Dwarf Fortress. We're back in Degzasit weighing knives, wherein I am going to be working on my military knowledge. Or my knowledge of how to do the military. However you want to phrase it. And also traffic outside. Hopefully that gets taken care of. Right now, though, we're focusing... While we do actually have a bit of a squad going on, that's mostly because at the end of the last video, we ended up getting migrants. Right now, the focus is on over here, where you might notice it's going down. This section right here is where is sort of building up some stuff so that there's things. We've got a quantum stockpile for stone. That's not a permanent place, but it's more just cleaning up what we have. More importantly, did I put a mark for it? Yeah, I put a mark for it. We ran into caverns again here. And worse, there's water, which makes it a bit more difficult to just work my way around it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it would come against that. So I'm thinking that I go this way and then continue downward. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, there isn't minus 35 up to 21. Yeah, there's not that many floors to go. I kind of wanted this to be like a straight shot, but it's not giving me that option. So we work with what we got. Besides that, like I said, we did just get a migrant wave. New arrivals. So new that there's still new arrivals. I did not remember that was the case. So, for this video, I definitely want to get... What is this? Why is that like that? Dense fungus floor. Oh. That's... I'm glad I saw that. Erase that. Wait, no, those are actually there? Oh, I see what's happening. BN... I guess stairs? And use that, and then BN stairs. That should... Well, technically that one should be able to get it all. Yeah, actually that one should be able to get it all, so I'll just remove that. BNL. Yeah, no, we need to get that covered up right away. In fact, unpause. Waiting for construction, good. There we go. That's what we want. BN ramp. And, Cobalt tide, I guess. That's close. But yeah, with this, we can actually mine out these as I intended. Dig channel. There we go. Actually, high priority dig channel, because I know I've got a bunch of other dig stuff going on. I'm glad I noticed that. That could have been bad. Here this is. Yeah, those are basically connected. Is it even a new cavern layer? Ugh, annoying. How dare it throw curveballs at me? Oop, and that's actually already taken care of. There we go. And with that in mind, I literally just started recording, but I need to go and designate some stuff for them to mine out. So let me take care of that right now. Okay, I went and designated a bunch of digging. I fully expect it to be interrupted momentarily by more caverns. However, I'm technically optimistic. Oh, and I've got the outside track set to be 1s and the flat area set to be 3s, and everything else is 4. So, we'll see how that goes. Also, this took a lot longer than it should have because I went and did it wrong. I started from here, which was silly. But yeah, now that that's going on, we need to, Kia's fighting. Wait, pause. Send me here. Where's the Kia? Other. That's not good. They're just Kias. Let's remove that. Unpause. Fingers crossed. Do we have much stuff left in here? We've got gypsum powder, barrel, anvil, tower cap logs. There's not much in there. Though I would like to... I'm not getting any notifications about the Kias causing too much trouble. Wait. Couple tight. Some crossbowmen are visiting, which... Yes, please. That's nice. Why are they visiting, though? I don't remember setting out a place for them to visit. We don't really have much here. And most of our stuff's decidedly not stuff. I'm actually kind of shocked that... deny. No. Oop. Pause. Kia's fighting. Oh. Okay. Sure. I guess the crosswomen were still around long enough to, interrupted by Kia. Well, the Kia was interrupted by our visitors, so that's fine. Can you butcher the animal? No, okay. But it's right there! It's a mutilated corpse. Let's see, you are Ushdash, so we'll want the other miner. Bring me to the... this is 13, so we're still a distance away. And then right away pick up there. Diorite. Human crossbowman. I'm just going to leave that alone. These are just markers that I use to mark the edge of what I want the thing to be, so they aren't important. Though I think, given what we have right now, I should, here, on this one, set up training. For that, we have the police in the background. No, I have armor stand and a weapon stand. We don't need both of them, but weapon rack. Okay. Why can't I... Oh, it's probably already been started. You know, cancel that. And... armor stand. There we go. Yeah, that was the problem. It looked like we were using almond wood, so we'll just set it to be almond. Besides that, how many people do we have in our military right now? We have 4. So with that in mind, we will make 4 training axes. Wooden training axe. Training axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Training axe. And for the moment, that'll be good. Though, of course, we'll also want to put out some shields, likely. Is there enough space there? Wooden shield. We'll find out in a second. Wooden shield. Yeah, it looks like there's enough space. Wooden shield. I think they already have some shields of their own, but for the moment, we're going to go for that. Back to squads. You equip. Yeah, 2 of you have shields. So that's a thing. Okay, and you've got the 2 things I wanted you to build. Furniture. Is it not in furniture? Is it constructions? No. Are you sure it's not in here? Slabs, cabinets. Oh! Hello. There we go. Pause. Yeah. But no, really. Doors, hatches, constructions. Am I missing it? Military. Oh, military, of course. That makes sense. Like, it does make sense, but I also... For some reason, it's just, like, not computing as much as it should. Anyway, struck ore class. Okay, so it's not actually telling me that. So we'll just have to zoom to digger. Ah, here we go. That's vaguely inconvenient. And by vaguely, I mean completely and totally inconvenient. How am I supposed to get down? Huh. That's going to require a complete change of plan. Even worse, it's taking that space up. Gosh darn it. Which doesn't mean I can't do this. It just means I'm going to be digging and building in this area. Or no, that's not what I want. Come over here, other flesh ball. Is this on this one? Are they hostile? I don't know. Well, first of all, designate the rest that be mined out. And for the moment, we're going to clear that out. And build end floor. Granite. Huh. Creepy crawly. And I guess I can also, Oh, that's inconvenient. I just realized it's because of how I did that, Yeah, well. I'll get it done. We're not getting close enough. There we go. Yeah, the 7s were more of a marker. There we go. Now let's see. Waiting for construction. They're taking care of that. This person has gone to construct. It's been constructed. Okay. So with that, we have this area cordoned off already. Well, flesh balls there, which aren't doing anything. Oh, and cancel that. Huh. Ooh, what is that? What is that? Giant cave spot. A complete change of plans. We are changing our plans completely and totally. It would go over here and would open us up to that area down here if we did it like that. For the moment, I am going to do that with the idea of is something that I want. It would come over to here. There. And hopefully, we don't know, actually. No. That's not how I'll do it. We just have to get it past that. So, let's cancel this out, what we got there. Start digging 5 by 5, 5 by 5, 5 by 5. There we go. And then we go in and say, that's cool. Don't do that yet. Or I guess technically, unpause. Do this now, right now. In fact, while I do want this other stuff, none of it is important as this right here. Because once we've got that, we can start digging, or we can start building over this. Because we've got giant cave spider webs. Oh, good. That made my heart jump. It's just saving. Let's BNF. There we go. Distance 2, distance 3, distance 9, distance 13. BNF. Put a floor down there. Granite's close by. BNL. Put the wall in. And then we're gonna sit here and watch. And actually, it's too late. What I should have done is I should have brought the military over here. For the moment, though, we're just gonna watch. Because it's a little close to these giant cave spider webs than I'd prefer. Stupid ninja spiders. Okay, yeah, they're just having to walk over to grab the stone. Did I have these on? I want these on lower priority than the other stuff anyway. Okay, we've got a lot of this done. Okay, the wall's almost done. One more wall. There we go. Okay. That was potentially stupid dangerous. Opening up to... Though it looks like the cave spider webs are over here. And it doesn't necessarily mean there are giant cave spiders. It's just a possibility. One which I don't like. But let me get back. Let me redesignate everything. And then I'll be right back. Okay, I got it all designated. And the big reason I'm not letting them just dig it out. First of all, this would take a while. And also, the caverns. In theory, the next thing we come across should be just like the magma. It should be just literally just, let's have some magma. And that's what I'm looking for. Because once we find that, we can finalize and get the final floor where everything will build from. Music to my ears. Okay, yep. Why are you frozen? Why are you frozen? Game. Why are you frozen? Huh? Well... Task manager, I've got a task for you. End task. Like, it just recently saved. I was not expecting that. Fair enough. Okay. There's the autosave. I'm gonna keep you with me just because I want to, I want you to see what we come up to. Oh, good. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't lose too much. Though we're back at this point. We're back at the point where it's like, yes. Let's dig that out. That's the perfect thing to dig out right now. And it's also too late for me to cancel this and get the military down here. Nothing happened the first time, so here's hoping nothing happens the second time. PNF, granite, PNL, granite. And we're gonna watch this again just because, same as last time, it could have a spider come get us. Like, it's the possibility. Nerve-wracking as it is. Construction waiting for construction. Or that one's not waiting for construction. Oh, goodness gracious. I am just like on tenterhooks. Come on. There we go. And this one? Where's... Oh, here he comes. Or she. Kind of hard to tell when they don't have the hair. There we go. There we go. Whew. Now I can spend even more time redesignating all the stuff that I just did. Or actually... That's a good point that I just thought of. If it literally just hit it, that implies the magma sea can't be too far away. So I'm going to only designate, which to be fair, we are getting quite deep in the world. So I'm just going to designate down to here. And we'll see how this goes. I can unpause it because we don't quite have it up to the point where they'd start going down. Because this is going to get a lot harder. Hoping it doesn't crash on me again. Okay, yep. You're mining away. Follow. Digging channels. Wonder if there's a way to get it. Oh, that is... No. Okay. -2 is where we find it. Huh. So, Task Manager, Dwarf Fortress, End Task. Bring back Dwarf Fortress. There we go. -2. This is unfortunate. Well, it is both fortunate and unfortunate. So, this is the floor that the magma is on. Which means, in theory, we could build our fort in this area. Because this would be the magma would be there. Let's see what happens. Dig to here. Or not quite there. Let's actually things of 5. 5, 5, 5. Remove these last two. And then 4, that. And we will or actually we only want like this, like this, like this, and then 1 dig a stairwell. There. But clear that out. I'm not really sure. Actually, yeah, like that. Oh, we could actually see the worm over here. So get that mined out. BN, BNL. Granite all, BNF. Granite all, BNF. Granite. Now, this should be fine. It should not crash because we're not digging into the magma itself with this. Or that's the hope. Okay, warm stone located. Where was that? Okay, yeah, of course it's going to be warm stone located. That's because the magma sea is literally right below that tile. This actually works out not the worst for me because it's sort of along the line of my intended design. I wanted to have this sort of setup. In specific, the idea that I was thinking of was a long corridor in which to fight kind of thing. Yeah, warm stone designated. Now, this is going to take a while to dig out. Okay. Now we're gonna dig this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Sorry if this ends up being a little boring. Deny for the moment. Some stuff happened. We're gonna let him finish that. Okay. Save and continue playing. Right before Magma C crash. I am crossing my fingers. It's not a timing specific thing. It could be something that's revealed when we crack into the Magma Sea, which is not the end of the world, because that means we could go to another part of the Magma Sea, or if it's a creature that's not working, if we wait a while, it's possible that it would leave the screen under there and we'd be able to crack open the magma. But for the moment, we are digging a channel, top priority, right there. Hold up. Okay, we found the Magma Sea. Yep. Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. Quick. Save and continue playing. After Magma Sea didn't crash. Whew. Okay, okay. I do not know why it was crashing. It might have been that we had too many announcements with where we ended up. I'm thinking, could be too many crashes or too many announcements going up. It could have been with how we were digging channels breaking into it. There's also a few other random ones. Maybe we were just mining out the exact wrong thing to mine out. Case. We, began floor right away. Yeah, because we cracked into it over here. There's a fire snake. Yeah, and with this, seeing what I can see here now, even if it did end up being some kind of stupid crash that we couldn't fix easily in this location, there is a high chance that we could have dug in a different section of the map, like say over here, and it would have been a different portion of the Magma Sea that we were mining into, which could have saved us. Oh, and we, adamantine floor. Oh, hello. That means we... Oh, hello. So the adamantine floor is right here. So this is adamantine. Meaning through over here, we can get to it. But we definitely need... Definitely need someone to come along and... Come on. Oh, yes. Whew. Okay. The fort is not going to burn down this second. As it is, I think things are good. This will be the floor that we build the fort on. Doors and hatches. Do we have any doors? We do not. Okay, it doesn't matter. We built a thing. Is that a block floor? Oh, right. This is over there. BNL. We'll just build a granite wall there. So now the idea is that over here, we curve to the side and then build our fort in this area. Yeah, that. With the concept being that over here, we can have fortifications and a place for the military dwarves with crossbows, because of course we'll have a crossbow squad at some point stationed, and like obviously we can also have them there, so that everything has to come down here eventually. Now we do need to go through and have all those removed. Just going to take a little bit of designation on my part, so I will be back. I got it all designated. They should be getting everything smoothed out as needed. That's going to pop up a few times or so. There we go. Now this is... I guess the question is, where do I want to put the trade depot? Because this is very much where the trade depot will be going. Do I want to make it a pain for the people coming to trade with me? Sure, why not? Okay, we'll put the trade depot down here at the end. And while it is going to make it a pain for people coming to trade, the big thing with this is that it's going to protect them some as well, because they'll be around the corner from any potential fights. With the idea that I'd have the military stationed over here and prepared to protect people. Speaking of the military, we have this here. Is there a specific barracks? Green sleep? Yeah, that would be what we want. Accept. Choose which squad. Train. Squad level or individually assigned weapons. Sure. They're not gonna sleep there, though. And I don't think the squad's on training. Do we have them? I don't think there's a specific thing, so I guess we'd want to go and schedule them to just... Can I just, Can I just set them to just training? Because for the moment, that's about all I want them doing. Current month. Or wait a second. Yeah, no, it's all that. Yeah, okay, they became recruits and stuff. Hammer Dwarf. Oh, wait a second. What are you? Why are you? What's your legendary? Legendary miner? Wonderful. Isn't that nice? Now, there's a recruit, military commander, axe dwarf, and hammer dwarf. Waiting for dodge. Okay. Oh, that's a good point. Did I get around to... Yes. We did set them to have training equipment. Equip. Update. Now. Is there a... Equip always... Yeah, okay. At least 10 train. Is there a way to force them to, Scientists must be assigned to a barrack zone with the training option set. Isn't this exactly that? How do I... That is an interesting question. I'm going to go check the wiki real quick. Okay, that's interesting. Apparently wooden training weapons aren't important. Or could even be negative. Details. Material. Any material. Confirm. Details. Material. Any material. Confirm. That should, in theory, mean that they'll go and get wooden shields. Yes, okay. And since apparently training weapons could be counterproductive, we will not give them the tower cap training axes. Why are they tower? Whatever. Okay. So we've got that. They're training. They should have shields now, which I consider important. Yeah, okay. We are missing backpacks on some of them and whatnot, but otherwise, seems fine. This is here. Build, trade depot. Doesn't particularly matter. Make it out of granite. And we won't deconstruct the previous one until we've actually got that one. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. Here. Deconstruct this. Remove the stockpile. Remove the stockpile. What's here? Remove this building. And that's fine. Because that is what we wanted, but now it's not what I want. Oop, accidentally pressed that. Press it again. Who's constructing building? Follow. Ah, there we go. So this should be set up soon enough. Got some tetrahedrite. Now, with how close the magma seat is, we're just going to pump stack a little bit to get it up to wherever we end up deciding to have. Okay, that's there, so we can come up here and deconstruct this. Yes. I find it amusing having my traders have to walk all the way to the bottom of the Earth. Or whatever planet this is. Oh, right, that's there. Remove that. And that's gone, and we've got a cave spider remains. That's a thing. Honestly, all of this stuff I could probably remove. What is this? Custom. Okay, yeah, it's just a bunch of random stuff. Okay. Remove that. This will keep just because I want somewhere for the food to go until we've got a new place set up for it. Speaking of which, an animal has grown to become a stray water buffalo. Pets livestock. Stray yak. It was pigs. Yes, I remember now. It was the pigs that we were specifically raising, or intending to raise, because they don't require grazing. They can be milked, and they provide meat and leather. It's a shame that they don't provide fur, but that isn't as important as getting the other stuff. But yeah, now that this is here, how do I want this area to be set up? Honestly, I could just have this a giant square. 23 by 23. And then build things within this as needed. An open living plan, as it were. Obviously, we couldn't go down so much. But yeah, we can go up, though this is a little annoying. It would be a cutout. So to not have that at all, it would be that. Leaves us with a space that's like... Oh, saving. Now, as I was saying, this over here... 18. I don't like the 18. If I removed 3, that would leave us with 15. And 30. Actually, we scooch it over another. We can remove that there. Not that it's that important. But I'm just like, I want this exactly how I want this. Remove that. That leaves us with a 30 by 15 area that has 2 wide walls around it. Yes. Now... 15 goes to there, and presumably, as long as my math's not wrong, 15 goes to there. So this would be the entrance area, which, I don't like even spaces because there's no actual center. But, I think, no, I can just mine 15... I can just put this here and have it a double door. Yes. That's what we're going to do. We're actually going to, not the entire area, but I want the outside dug right now, just so that we find any incidents or problems that might come up later. Obviously, like, this will go over it eventually. I just don't want it to be on this floor. After that, so right now the plan is going to be kind of a general living space, or not living space, but like working space. Specifically because this is close to the magma sea where I can pump up magma. Then this is going to be other work. And then up here is where we're going to have living accommodations. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Now the question is, how do I want to do this? Obviously, this is going to be a bit hard to... I don't want... Oop, there's a random... I don't want this. Go... I want to... Problem is digging through here because of the hot. So we have the pump here, and then it digs it over there, and then we have a second pump under here. So I guess we'll want specifically the metalsmithing to be on this side of things. And then we have the leather working on this side. Where would storage be? Also, we need food. How's the food look? Ooh, the drink is horrible. Don't we have a brewery? We might not have made a brewery. Well, let's tell them to harvest over here. That was on 3. Not the intended, but, you know, whatever. We cut down all the trees, so... almonds, walnuts, cranberries... Actually, over here, is this... Oh, mountain goats. That's cool. Mountain goats aren't actually goats. Did you know that? They're in the same, like, family, but they're not the same species, which is interesting. There we go. Or actually, I think doing that doesn't... No, okay, good. They got designated... Wait, that wasn't... I'll just keep derping. Don't mind me. Okay, let's see. Gather. Actually, I do specifically want these and not the other stuff. Though I guess there'll be some overlap, which I'm okay with. There we go. Because these are the fruit. And half the idea of this is that... Crow remains. Half the idea of this is that we can build a still. Do we have any... No, we used up all that stuff, so I guess willow logs. Like, walnuts are nice. I love walnuts. Walnuts are tasty. They aren't fruit. Actually, that's a good point. Did I put... Okay, yeah, actually, this cancel. Come down here. Build workshop, farmer's workshop, still. Build that there. Gabbro's closest. There we go. Lapis lazuli. Spring has arrived. Get down here. Guess with what I've decided there, I can recenter it to here. There we go. And the miners, of course, are going to be gathering plants. Though the actual gathering of plants should be relatively quick. Cranberry vines and leaves. No actual cranberries. And then they're coming up here for this. Do we have any bees? That's a good question. I haven't touched bees. Yeah, we do have honeybees around. Though, then again, as I mentioned, I have not touched bees, so... Bayberry... Does it have actual bayberries? Got chestnuts, but once again, that's not what I'm looking for. Gather plants, items, prickleberries, a bunch of stuff, water covering. Okay. Yeah, things are coming along. Let's get down to here. Repeat. Repeat. Apparently we don't have any of that. Or... What? Who's supposed to be brewing? Cancel. Job item misplaced. That's a shame. Okay, yep, we got prickleberry. Wonderful. Okay, yep. I knew we had to have some stuff that would work. And we've got a bunch of barrels in here. Okay. And we got that pile of stuff. Over here, I want this stuff dug out first. Now, where am I going to put my stones? Petition. Deny. Like, it'd be nice, but the purpose of this fort is to do that for ourselves. Farmer's workshop, carpenter shop. I guess that's the other thing I need to do. I need to build a office for my dwarves so they can actually get orders. Because right now they don't have that, and that's very inconvenient. Did they already clear out all this? Huh. I thought they'd be... No, those are leaves and burrs. Those aren't actually... Okay, it looks like they've got the fruit, or the fruit went away, which seems almost more likely. Rat seeds, walnuts, bilberry seeds, bunch of seeds. Bunch of remains. That's exactly what I wanted to see. But there we go. Yeah, we're back up to about 30 drink. Down here, this is coming along. We just need to... So... What? Yeah, we will be building the pump here, facing here, and we'll have to mine this out slowly. Because of the, hot stone. But I won't torture you with that. Lapis lazuli? I should enchant my diamond chest plate. Okay, yeah. And I think with that... Wow, I spent a lot more time recording than not for this one. Nothing wrong with that, but still it's kind of like... Not a lot of off-screen time. Means not as much Dwarf Fortress playing as I could have had. But this does seem... I guess one of the last things I'm going to do is The Magma Forge and stuff no longer has the tile that's just like, has to be built like, or Magma Glass Furnace. The tiles that look like they're covered aren't actually special anymore. They're not blocked like they used to be. You can fall into them. So, here, build O. Or why am I building them? I should just put it in the same place for all of them. The question is, how closely am I going to have them packed? Oop, derp, derp. There we go. If I pack them in tight as you please, I get 4 of them across, but a little uneven spacing. If I leave a gap in between them, even worse. For some reason, I'm suspecting this won't be as happy as a little right in the corner. And a space. Oh, wait, no, those are too close together. Dig these out. Space. There we go. Is 4 Magma Forges enough? No. But yes. We'll want 1 Magma Glass Furnace and Kiln. We want at least 2 smelters. Magma Forge. So those things, and then 2 forges? No, you always want more smelters than forges, because they can... So... So we'll want more than that. It's right up against the wall there. I could... No, it's good for now. Or wait, does this have... Yes, this would have a gap. So 1, 2, 3 there. There we go. What would this extra space up here be for? Storage? It could be storage. Move it up to... Yes. Move it up 2, and then we have a border of 2 here and 2 here. They are up against this wall. Could I move them 2 over? Yes. There we go. So this is the forge area, and there'll be a 2 wide gap around it all. Oh, wait a second. Those are giant hive spider webs. Let's deprioritize those for a hot second. Dig this out at a high priority. Build an L. Granite. The rest of these will be safe. This is the only one that's going to be inconvenient. And how inconvenient. Thankfully, all the random stuff that you'd find in here is not gonna be a thing. Literally, the giant cave spider webs are right there. Waiting for construction. Where is the guy making it? Here? They were all the way at the top. Or, wait, no, they're right here. Okay. They might have been all the way at the top. How long I've been waiting. BNL. Ran it. Someone's constructing building. Good. It's them. And they're doing it from the right. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. They put it on this side. I'm like, oh God, are they going to complete it from that side? And no, they didn't. Okay. Okay. Whew. I was more than a little worried about that. Okay. And then with this will be the finish. Put this back up to there. Dig these out, dig those out. Dig these out. Here. That. That. So the pump is here. The channel is there. And I think we're just going to actually pull this off of there and bring it over here. Yes. Okay. But yeah, that's a... We can finish it up there. Whew. More crashes than I ever want to see, but thankfully the recording went well. Saved this timeline. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Whew. Yes. We've gotten down to where I'm building the base. We're going to have magma forges, magma smelters, everything I need. We can start smelting stuff and making armor and weapons for our dwarves. Next to it, we're going to have where the pigs go and the leather working and stuff. So that's that. Okay. Whew. Okay. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Comment if you want to see anything specific with... Well, I can't say that because I'm not good enough at the military to be like, if someone's like, hey, obscure niche thing. But comment stuff that you don't know about the military, or that you think I might know about the military. I might not know about the military. Why not? And this is Agudra, and I'm signing off.